Hello everybody, welcome back to Psychonauts. Now, last episode, besides the oopsie that happened, we had a lot done, including learn some things, and more so, got to see some things that honestly I didn't, some of which I didn't actually get to see myself during many playthroughs of me going through it. This time, I'd like to say, first off, I've made plenty of progress. You're seeing this all correctly. And, long and short of it is, I basically completed the game. Mind you, the game is nowhere yet to be actually completed, but, you know, there's enough. There's actually some things I wanted to make a note of, because we obviously missed some things here and there. That can't be helped, but there's some things that we can see. For good example, for Coach Oleander, we missed a vault when we first went around. Here is the results of said vault. Oleander's shame. So here we see Oleander going to be recruited for the army. Turns out he's too short. So he gets kicked out of the army. Goes to the I can't remember. Air Force? He goes to the Air Force. Kicked out of the Air Force. Goes to the Navy. Kicked out of the Navy. Even goes to the chefs, the War Chefs Committee. Kicked out of the War Chefs Committee. Growing spiteful and angry towards all of the warpaths that he has set for him. He ends up finding the Psychonauts. So go figure. I also want to show off these finally. These are primal memories. They're bonuses for basically completing the level, or more so the emotional baggage, and they are in simplest form concept art. So you get to see some things behind the scenes, you get to see the character development, and how everything was basically meant to play out in their heads, as well as some very creative art pieces that I really, really dig the fact that they went all that way just to like include. You can also see cinematics.
We can't get past this! This is stupid!
To which we can also exit, because don't waste time. There's plenty of cinematics in this. In our own world, I don't think we got to... No, we did. We did, never mind. We've seen our getaway and the weird egg one. Well, we didn't see our own primal memories. Here we see Dogen, Dr. Lobato, and the scene that encapsulates that. And just see all the ways, the wacky, crazy stuff that goes on here. You can see the mental tank level where it's a blueprint. It's pretty wild. Oh, no, that's not one. Sasha 9. We actually managed to miss one. We managed to miss a safe involving extra memories. I wanted to make note of this because it is kind of a jerk how it's hidden. If you are playing along and looking for this safe, I suggest you, if memory serves, are needed to specifically be on one of the levels for Sasha 9 shooting gallery, and then roam around the level that isn't the one you popped up. So like, I believe it might be on the mobile. If not, it might be the boot. But if you go on the mobile and you roam around the giant cube, on the other faces, you should find it. It's for some reason only on one specific one, and I cannot remember at this moment. I'm sorry, but that's how you get this one. Here we see Sasha 9 at a very young age with his father. Not long after, or I don't know how long after losing his mother. But this is when Sasha decides to check into his father's mind to see. And he definitely thinks quite fondly of her. In the greatest of lights, to show that he misses her. And misses her. With that, Sasha 9 decides to say, nope, I'm out. I mean, what can you expect, man? I don't know what to say exclusively about that. But here we have the campgrounds. We have Sasha and Mila. Have Sasha's lab. This looks really cool. Like, it feels like they put their heart and soul into this, honestly. And I can't be more happy with the results. I can be less happy coming up, but that's just me. Mia, there was no particular cutscenes, so you didn't have to worry about that. She did have primal memories, though. You see her little world, all her insane disco-ness going on. It's all pretty cool. Everything just feels pretty cool in this, honestly. The hulking lungfish. Did we see both of these? Yeah, we did. Because one is the fish, and one is Dr. Lobato stealing the fish, turning into a giant monster. I went through it one more time, just in case. Their primal memories is of Lily, for one, which the designs are very interesting. I definitely like what they stuck with, though. It would have been interesting to see like how it would have looked in a 3D model, but you know. Oh, and like the desiccated underground that we went through. The little lungfish citizens. Coach Shamara. Man, it's just cool. Here we have Boyd. We already seen this one, but we did not see this one. This is Boyd after he'd entered the insane asylum for, you know, arson. And he's approached by someone from behind. You can already tell from that shape who it is. He offers him a glass of milk, and then hypnotism. Does whatever. Offers him a secret objective and a job as a guard. And here he is now, guarding this place. Mind you, I'm pretty sure the idea is that once they were done with their mission, he would activate a secret objective and then burn the place down after they were done. But we kind of put a stop to that, didn't we? Von Gluten Gloria. Once again, we actually missed one of these. Oh, I know, we didn't. We missed a couple dialogue things, but I can't really go back for that, honestly. To see... Oh, how dare I? How dare I? Primal memories. We get to see Boyd as security guard and as milkman. It's fairly, these are pretty alright. They're pretty average among the things kind of scenario here. But what can you expect for a crazy mental conspiracy level? Here's Gloria. You get to see her stage. You get to see the place she was at. All these little designs for these, which honestly stuck through, as well as Bonita, Miss Bonita. Ooh, that would have been an interesting concept. I just really like how like everything kind of just come through from the concept just to being amazing. Now we've seen both of these. If anything, out of order, but we've seen both of them. We get to see Fred. We get to see the place. Yeah, we get to see how interesting this place looked. Napoleon, his couple concepts. Honest to God, this game is just pretty cool, and I still couldn't recommend it more. Now, should be mentioned, we did miss one of Edgar's vaults just because I couldn't find it in time. Here we have Edgar in the background with the prep school lead cheerleader having trouble with her locker. Edgar rips it out with relative ease. Not necessarily the best idea in general, but whatever. So it looks like they, start communicating and whatnot, start interacting with one another. He's shown to be very charismatic, at least. And caring. And that's sweet. Too bad this woman also, ruined everything. Here we have his primal memories. You see, Whitehead. Oh, his big white-headedness. Edgar Teagley. I really gotta love the designs that they stuck with it. It's just it's really impressive how they're able to pull off such different styles. It almost feels like some of these people were set to design a level by themselves, and their own creative just madness came out in each level. It's really something. I should also make note of all the level ups we got. We got some upgrades to some of our powers. Upgrades to, we have a couple particular upgrades I'd like to mention. Firstly, we have infinite ammo now. Yeah, that happened solely because of, along the way, something, I can't remember what level it was. I dare say, what am I at now? What level am I at now? Maybe 95. Level 95 maybe. But even more interesting than that is that a couple levels before 95, so 90, you get a level up that comprises of self-regeneration. So because you've picked up so many of the other kids' mental energy, they've decided, oh yeah, now you can just regenerate, which is pretty neat. So yeah, pretty cool. That is pretty much the last of the new stuff. Oh, no, actually no. I'm incorrect. I'd like to make one more statement before moving on. Two. If you're going to be completing this like I have, I could not recommend more. I will put it in the description. A guide. I had to use one. There's no shame in it because some of these figments, they can be real annoyances. 100%. They are annoying to find most of them. Long and short of it, this guide worked in a sense of looking up based on numbers. So there was a page that had a number, there was a column, and there was a row. Depending on which one you're on, look, here we go. I cannot hear. I'll show it off later, but I will leave a guide. I will leave the guide I used to get all the figments up until now in the description, because it is a mess otherwise. Secondly, for Edgar, his memory, if you follow the guide, he'll probably tell you, but it can be a real jerk because you need to make use of that window frame. That window frame that you get for teleporting through some areas, that has some figments behind it. And it's real mean about it, because it doesn't necessarily hint at you to use it at other places, but, you know, it just, yeah, it could be mean. That's the most I'll put of it. Now, for now, let me do what I'm supposed to finally and grab this turtle. That is not grabbing a turtle. That is grabbing a turtle. Grab Mr. Pokelope. And let's get out of here finally. With the Pokelope in hand, we're going to go up here and finally advance the story.
That's right, baby. Daddy's here. Everything's gonna be all right. Now, here's what we're gonna do.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Lobato, I have a new brain for you. It's a really, really good one.
That's what you always say, Shigor.
No, this one is really special. It's a fighter.
No, just leave it there. And I'll get to it right after I'm done with this experiment.
Okay.
Don't worry, baby. Just make sure I get put in that old tank, and Daddy will take care of business.
I can't watch.
Well then, I'd like to state firstly, it still gives me a smile and a chuckle every time I see that scene. Second, Mr. Pokelope.
So, did you say they knew I was coming?
Yeah, that little army man ought to be here any second.
Bring those. So, they took out Mr. Pokelope's brain to, for us to continue our mission. Alright then. So, plain and simple, what we have to do next is just use the brain we see before us. We have to wait for the right opportunity. And if you didn't know it yet, you can actually interact with the brains over there using telekinesis. So, that's always good. But,
Excellent. There it is. Good work, Shigor. Now all we have to do is get it in the brain tank somehow.
yeah, I'm sorry, that turtle gets me every time.
Careful there
Just do
now.
this.
It's time to make the soup. nice and easy.
You're so funny, Mr. Pokilo. Someone's got chocolate breath. Someone does.
But Rasputin, recranialization of an adult brain without surgery is...
That's a very advanced procedure. How did you know how to do it?
Well, I've studied it a little. But Shigor here knows more about handling brains than anyone I've ever met.
Really? You know, I've been thinking about getting a lab assistant.
Shigor, darling, do you know where all of the other children's brains are?
Well, if you can lead us to them, we can bring them back to their owners immediately.
Ahem.
Immediately after we break young Miss Zanado here out of her restraints.
I would say be as surprised as Shigor is, considering the fact of what just happened. So yeah, Shigor apparently now pretty much has a gig as working for Sasha 9 and whatnot, and that's pretty cool. Good for
We could use a hand.
good for Shigor. It should be mentioned. I'm pretty sure now would probably say be the best time for... I gave you an artificial stopping point last episode. This is more closer to the actual stopping point of you stopping and going and doing everything before you finish this. Because quite literally, all you need to do is just shoot Lily in the face with the laser beam.
Raz, come on. We need your help.
Somehow 2 people aren't enough.
Raz, darling, why
Luckily
don't you
enough,
help
we've done everything already, so we have no trouble in just... There we go.
Finally! If that thing gave me a cowlick, Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's going to take me weeks to get my rhythm back.
Rasputin, you have surprised us yet again. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Well, Psy Cadet, you mean.
Hey, the Psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there is...
Is 1 in a million. Thanks to all of you for bringing it straight to my door. Oleander.
You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all the teachers, derailing my education. And you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants. So trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Kids, let the grown-ups handle this.
You tall people.
Sasha!
We get to kill him too!
Well, it's official. The genius is back. Time to go get ready for my gallery show. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, here's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Oh no, I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
Hey, Boyd! Long time no see!
Oh, Mr. Orderly, I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax, the asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get those guys to take me seriously?
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
I can hear that.
I know.
Surrender! Never!
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit!
Huh?
Wow.
Wow. That was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV?
TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
As they say in my country. Uh-oh.
Hey, how's the weather down there? Ah, finally. Alone at last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain!
Two can play that game.
Yeah, but only one can win.
Here we have Tank Oleander. After failing to destroy him, they decided, let's put him in a, he managed to escape into his tank. And is now a very big threat. All of our teammates are down, it's just us against him. What I suggest for this fight, we need telekinesis. Put that in your main slot, so it's easier. We're gonna need some pyrokinesis. And for the last one, just to be safe, get a shield. Your main objective at this point is to break through these blocks so you can just burn apart everything and make yourself an opening. Oh, I have to get used to that being on L. Don't be afraid to use your shield, like I keep forgetting to press last second. All you gotta do is just set those things on fire and you should have an opening to throw a brick at him. You can deflect these shots by just... normally by just, you know, throwing other rocks into them. When you have a good opening, you'll throw a rock into at his glass container. It should be noted, nothing else can harm him otherwise. Tank's nigh invulnerable, and he isn't making any charge attacks to try and stop us anytime soon. So the way we beat it the first time, and at least in concept, can't be done this time. So we're just making room by destroying all of these bricks. So we can attempt to burn the whole thing down. Luckily enough, our ability to our abilities have upgraded so much. This is almost becoming a cakewalk. We have so much health and so much upgrades on us that we're pretty much sitting pretty.
Can't get a good grip.
Now I say to put telekinesis in the first slot because in all honesty, it is an issue sometimes for me to use telekinesis. If for anything else but having to press a button along with it's just awkward for me sometimes. And there we go. With that, he's defeated. Although unfortunately, I'm gonna have to save the resolution for next episode. No, I'll just do it that. Next time on Psychonauts, we reach some sort of conclusion and confront Coach Oleander in his most primal form, so to speak. For lack of a better outro, I'll see you guys then.